Hello there, welcome to the news at Nepal Television. I am Rosina Rai, starting with the headlines first. PM Dewa says government committed of attaining zero poverty by 2100, aims of reducing poverty to below 5% by 2030. Chief Election Commissioner directs for strict monitoring of election code of conduct and fiscal discipline. 439 PR candidates to ask to submit expense details by October 22. Ukraine capital Kiev rocked by multiple blasts 1 week after a barrage of Russian missile strikes. Attacks reportedly launched from kamikaze drones. And Nepal Army retains its pole position with 21 goals in the ongoing 9th National Games. Bagmati province in 2nd, APF in 3rd position. Welcome back. Now we have the news in detail. Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deva has said the government aims of reducing the poverty to zero by the year 2100. Deva added the government has envisaged of reducing poverty to less than 5% by 2030. Extending a message on the occasion of 13th International Poverty Alleviation Day, the Prime Minister underscored government has implemented various programs to eliminate poverty. PM Deva also stated that the government has identified cooperative sectors as the crucial medium in the poverty alleviation efforts and link it to entrepreneurship, productivity and employment. The PM also added that government is launching special programs for freed Kamaiyas and other bonded laborers. Meanwhile, various programs are being organized across the country today to mark the International Poverty Alleviation Day that falls on October 17. Chief Election Commissioner Dinesh Kumar Thapalia instructed the District Code of Conduct Monitoring Officer and the heads of the Office of the Controller of Finance and Accounts to maintain financial governance in the elections and precisely monitor the Code of Conduct. The Chief Election Commissioner said this during the virtual interaction program organized by the Election Commission and the Office of the Controller General targeting the November 20 election to the House of Representatives and Provincial Assembly. Chief Commissioner Thapalia also urged to uphold the credibility of the election by maintaining fiscal discipline. Meanwhile, the Commission has already assigned the head of the Office of the Fiscal Controller as the Election Code of Conduct Monitoring Officer under the Section 32 of the Section Code of Conduct 2079. The Election Commission has asked the candidates of the May 13 local level elections to submit their election expenses details if their names have been listed in the closed list of proportional representation system in the upcoming elections. The Commission has asked them to submit the details if they have not by October 22. A total of 439 individuals have been warned that their names will be removed from the closed list if they fail to submit the details within the stipulated time frame. The poll stipulates the candidates to furnish their expenditure details within 30 days of the publication of election results. We have more updates at the site. Before that, a short break. Welcome back. You are on NTV News. Now the remaining updates. At least 3 explosions have been heard in the Ukrainian capital Kiev after air raid sirens went off. Mayor Vitaly Klitschko said residential buildings in the central 7th Kievsky area have been damaged. Andriy Yermak, head of President Zelensky's office, said the attacks were from so-called kamikaze drones. It comes a week after the capital was hit by several Russian missiles at rush hour in a nationwide attack which left 19 dead. The Chinese economy has posted a notable trend of recovery in the 3rd quarter of this year, according to an official. Zhao Zhenjing, Deputy Director of the National Development and Reform Commission, during a press conference on the sidelines of the ongoing 20th National Congress of the Communist Party of China, also said China will further intensify its efforts to encourage foreign investment. The 20th National Congress Congress of the Communist Party of China (CPC) underway in Beijing will set economic, trade and technology goals for at least the next 5 years. Brazil's former president Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva and incumbent Jair Bolsonaro clashed in their first one-on-one debate Sunday, 2 weeks before the presidential elections runoff. The two repeatedly called each other liars during an encounter lasting about 1.5 hours. The term was used more than a dozen times by each of the candidates in the TV-banned debate that otherwise was less aggressive than many analysts had expected. Earlier this month, Da Silva, who is universally known as Lula, won election first round with 48% of the vote compared to Bolsonaro 43% of the vote. Polls indicate the leftist former president who governed between 2000 and 2010 remains the front-runner, though his lead has shrunk considerably. Da Silva and Bolsonaro are expected to take part in one more debate days before the vote on TV Globo, Brazil's most popular network. We have more international headliners at the side. Before that, again, a short break. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. India's Congress party is set for its first competitive presidential election in over 2 decades today, generating a buzz within its rank and capturing the attention of rival parties and the public. The Congress is all set to witness a contest between Lok Sabha member Shashi Tharoor and party veteran Mallikarjun Kharge in the party's presidential polls. For the first time in 24 years, no member of the Gandhi family is a candidate for the party's top post. The last contest that the party witnessed was in November 2000 when Sonia Gandhi had defeated her rival Jitendra Prasad by a huge margin. Australia's Prime Minister warned on Monday the situation in flood-hit areas of the country remained very dangerous, with more rain expected later this week. Residents in the states of New South Wales, Victoria and Tasmania have been experiencing flooding in an emergency that began last week. The Bureau of Meteorology last month declared a third successive La Nina weather pattern, which is associated with above average rainfall in eastern Australia, was underway in the Pacific. The climate drivers, a positive southern annular mode and negative Indian Ocean dipole, have also aligned to bring above average rainfall to eastern Australia. 2 more updates. Before that, let's have a quick look into the highlights of the site. Departmental team Nepal Army has maintained its lead in the medals tally of the ongoing 9th National Games in Gandaki province. Army is leading the medal tally with a total of 53 medals that includes 21 gold, 18 silver and 14 bronze medals. Likewise, Bagmati province stands in the second position with altogether 19 medals that includes 10 gold, 6 silver and 3 bronzes. Another departmental team, Army Armed Police Force, is trailing behind in the third position with 6 golds, 10 silver and 13 bronze medals with a total of 29 medals. World number 1 Iga Swiatek took home her 8th title of the year on Sunday, fending off a spirited effort by qualifier Donna Vekic to prevail 6-3, 3-6, 6-0 and win the San Diego Open. Top-seeded Swiatek needed 1 hour and 47 minutes to own the 11th WTA singles title of her career with her tour leading 64th match win of the year. Poland's Swiatek has the most match wins in a single season since Serena Williams won 78 matches in 2013. We're almost at the end of this news bulletin, but before we say goodbye, quick reminders of the headlines. PM Dewa says government committed of attaining zero poverty by 2100, aims of reducing poverty to below 5% by 2030. Chief Election Commissioner directs for strict monitoring of election code of conduct and fiscal discipline. 439 PR candidates to asked submit expense. Detailed by October 22. Ukrainian capital Kiev rocked by multiple blasts 1 week after a barrage of Russian missile strikes. Attacks reportedly launched from kamikaze drones. And Nepali army retains its pole position with 21 goals in the ongoing 9th National Games. Bagmati province in 2nd, APF in 3rd position. This is all we have for this moment. Until our next bulletin, goodbye and namaste.